Sunday. It is 8:24 p.m. on a Sunday evening, getting late. And I wanted to do this episode. I think this will be a very interesting episode, especially for the shifters out there. And before I begin the episode, I wanted to take a moment to thank the person who gave me the idea for this episode, the Lost Girl 101. I think her comment was pretty brilliant, and I wanted to explore it with you guys. Now, for me, again, all of this stuff is theory. I can't say for a certainty that this is 100%. But then again, most of the stuff that I talk about, especially on Sundays, has to do with theory, the things that I think. If anyone thinks that I'm some sort of master shifter and I understand everything that there is to do with this stuff, I have really, no, I don't, and I will never claim to. So let's get into the Lost Girl 101's comment. So she said, there are also shifting dreams. This was in regards to a video that I made. There are also shifting dreams. This is when you tune in to other realities through your dreams. You are seeing other realities while dreaming without going anywhere. Now, I thought this made me think of a lot of different things. One of the first things it made me think of is how much I'm on you guys about not discarding your dreams, or not just saying it was just a dream, or just getting rid of it, or it's just a lucid dream, or allowing someone to weaponize that and tell you that you didn't have an experience that inside you know that you had. So that's one of the things that I think about with this. But the other thing that I think about, something else that I have thought about, was how my journey into beyond body / shifting began so many years ago, after the accident, when I would see things, when I would close my eyes and I was really tired, and I would see random things, like I would see oceans and cities, and sometimes down the line after the hospital, I was seeing things like what you would consider to be advertisements, but they weren't like any advertisement I'd ever seen in this world. And again, we're talking me in the morning, really early, still a little tired, and I just shut my eyes and I'm still fully conscious and I'm able to see this stuff. One of the examples that comes to mind is I've talked about this before, and I am again not going to mention this brand name of this glue because I don't know. Anyways, I just don't think it would be right to mention it, but anyone who knows anything about glue, especially the kind of glue we use in school, you'll know which glue I'm talking about. So I can remember seeing, it was so weird, I closed my eyes and then I could see what appeared to be an advertisement. It was like I was watching an advertisement, and I could see these nude people, what I remember where they were kind of like nude women, and I could see the glue bottle on a table, and there was one woman in the commercial that was about the size of the bottle, maybe a little shorter, so she was miniature. And then there was a bigger giant woman, and then there may have been a man. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was quite fascinating. So I watched this, and then it was done. I lost the connection. But one of the things that my mom and I theorized about was that perhaps I was tuning into these things, right? Like an antenna. I'm going to date myself. as being older because everybody thinks of these devices that we have, like iPads and things of that nature, and they think of everything being digital. Everything's still in the air with the internet, but I come from a time when we had radios and you had antennas and you could tune into different radio stations, um, and you just grabbed it out of the air. In the same way, I guess in some ways the internet works, where we're just grabbing data out of the air, and that's perhaps what I'm seeing. It's just kind of raw data that's kind of coming in. I'm tuning into it like an antenna, and I'm seeing little bits and pieces. This would explain why things are very random sometimes. Sometimes I'll see like that commercial. Other times I've seen commercials or sort of opening credits for animated shows that I don't think exist. I've even tried looking up the names of these shows and they don't exist. I've Googled them, stuff like that. So I'm tuning in to this stuff. But what if, okay, follow me here. What if that can also happen with people's dreams? And so I'm able to do this whole thing still being conscious. But what if others are able to tune in with their dreams? Like what the Lost Girl 101 said that she's able to do, right? She's able to tune in to these things. So then again, we talk about the importance of dreams and paying attention to dreams. We talk about people asking, requesting. There's so much desperation on the subreddit with people saying that they so want to shift to their desired reality, And they're saying, but I just keep dreaming, and I've seen these dreams of my desired reality, but it's just a dream. Stop it, guys. Stop limiting yourselves. Stop putting yourselves in a box and saying it's just this. Let's be honest. We don't know what it is. We don't know if it's just something. Why don't we sit and look at the dream and just focus on it? See, number one, if it can tell us anything, right? So you have this dream about your desired reality. You're seeing it, right? Maybe you're even interacting. What were the things in the dream? I don't think enough of us perhaps journal or even write down our dreams after it's done to see what was actually in the dream, to see if there were any details. Perhaps it's like you're becoming, in a way, a detective and just trying to figure things out. Now, one of the thoughts that just popped in my head is I can picture there would be people that are going to say, again, because I've seen this on the subreddit, there's going to be people that are going to say, well, this just sounds like too much work. Well, guys, if you think it's too much work, then maybe you don't want to do what you're saying you want to do, because everything worth achieving actually takes work. So, sitting down and trying to figure out if perhaps your dreams are tuning into your desired reality, that's incredible, because so many people out there are so passionate about reaching their desired reality, right? So they're passionate about it, they want to get to it, and then they're having dreams about it, and they're just ignoring it, and they're just saying, well, these are just dreams, so I want to get past this and I want to get to the point where I'm there. Well, maybe it just doesn't come like that. Maybe you actually have to progress toward that. And again, looking at my own story, where I saw these things in the beginning, I'd shut my eyes and I was tuning in. And then the next step for me was actually entering into these places that I was seeing. What if that's the case with the dreams? And what if, and again, these are just what ifs, these are just theories. Doesn't mean that it's true. I'm just throwing theories out there for you guys. What if when you limit yourself, right? So you're having dreams about your desired reality, or you're having dreams that bring up things that, maybe you're tuning into these different realities. And what if when you say to yourself, it's just a dream, and you discard it and you just move on? What if when you limit yourself, you're actually blocking yourself from moving on to that next step? Because I can tell you that for me anyway, what I did was, because of my beautiful, lovely mother telling me not to define what it was that I was seeing, and not to say to myself, because in the beginning I was thinking it was just me maybe seeing past lives or something. She's like, you don't really know exactly what you're seeing. You know you're seeing something. So just keep your mind open. Just keep your mind wide open. Just no limits. So what I'm asking you guys to do in the last part of this Sunday episode is, when you have dreams about your desired reality, for those of you who are shifting, or if you're trying to astral project, if you're having dreams that you feel that it's a dream that you're astral projecting, if you're having these things happen, all I'm asking you to do is keep an open mind. All I'm asking you to do is not say, oh, it's just this, and discard it and then move on. Stay open and see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if you will be able to take that next step. But there are so many people that are frustrated out there. Why not try it? That's what I'm saying. Just give it a try. Anyway, thank you so much for coming with me on this journey. I hope that this episode was helpful. And until next time, take care.